What is going on, guys? Harry here. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the galleries of 5 professional footballers that play Sorare. If you are interested in signing up to Sorare and you haven't done so yet, there is a link in the description of this video that will get you 1 free limited card once you've purchased 5 from the new card auctions on Sorare. If you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please do. If you do enjoy the video, leave it a like. It does mean a lot to me. Intro's out the way. Let's get straight into the video. So this might not be as crazy for you, but for me, the fact that I'm playing a fantasy football game with other professional footballers, and these are not just like any professional footballers, these are like World Cup winners / European Championship winners / Champions League winners. I think it's surreal that like I'm playing a game against these guys. I'm competing for cards against these guys. I'm selling cards to these guys. I'm buying cards off these guys. Like, I don't know, it's just really hard to wrap my head around. Like, we know pro footballers play FIFA, you know, we know they play Football Manager, but like, you're not really playing with them / against them, you know, or like interacting with them in that sense. And I don't mean that by like messaging them. For example, with the transparency with Sorare, you know who's bought your card and you know whose card you've bought, right? So it's very obvious if you've bought a professional football player's card because it's going to say their name, you know, below your name or above your name, right? So yeah, it's just a crazy concept to me. It might not be that crazy for you. But like I said in the intro, we're going to be looking at 5 galleries that are owned by professional football players. So the first player we have on our list is Gerard Pique of FC Barcelona and Spain. So he's profile pictureless, but we know it's Pique because he does have the verified tick here. As you would on Twitter, he's following one person, I'm not sure who that is. And yeah, nice little display here with the Super A Gavi, the Super A Alphonso Davies, and the unique Eric Martel. Yeah, we're just going to have a look at his cards. We're going to see, you know, what rarities he has, and then we're going to go over to Sorare data and have a look at his SO5 stats. How well has he competed in SO5? How many cards he's won? How much Ethereum he's won, etc. Right? So having a look at his uniques. So he's got 7 uniques. Lots from La Liga. He's got a Unal, Eric Martel from the Austrian Bundesliga, a Fabio Santos, a Sobral, a Darwin Machis, and a Deconam, who plays for Getafe. So yeah, decent little unique haul there. The most expensive one was Eric Martel for £16,200. In terms of his super rares, he's got a Kondogbia that he won, a Jaden O'Brien that he won as well, which is nice. Vinicius Souza, which he paid 9.5 ETH for, which is very, very interesting. A Reed Baker Whitting super rare, which is a nice little card in the MLS. Hakimi super rare, really, really nice. He's got another Vinicius Souza super rare. Interesting. A Dino Hotic. And of course, he has the super rare version of himself. 4 of 10 super rare Gerard Pique. Some decent scores, I'll give it to him. Some decent scores recently. A Daryl Dyke, not bad, just come back from injury. What else we got? Okay, the Gavi super rare, the Darwin super rare. Wow, that's a very, very nice card to have. Alphonso Davies super rare and the Diawara super rare. So some really, really nice super rares. He's got 106 rares. Sofiane Diop at the top there. A couple Nuno Mendes, a Gerard Pique of course, Samuel Chukwueze, David Alaba, Nicolas Dorch, Mike Mignon, Lautaro Martinez, Rabi Matondo, representing the Welsh. In Pique's gallery, Vinicius Souza rare, Ruben Diaz, Adeyemi, Jurriën Timber, Lucas Hernandez, Jude Bellingham rare, which is a nice one. Another Jurriën Timber. Wow, he's stacking the timbers. A Gavi rare, a Mickey van der Ven. If you watched my last video about the injured under 23 players, you will know that he's actually a decent player. And Pique seems to think so as well. David Ochoa, goalkeeper Luis Maximiano, DH. And another player that we mentioned in our top 10 injured under 23 players, Hilgers. Then in the last page, what have we got? Anything to shout about? Seydar Azmoun, not bad. Alphonso Davies rare. Gali, Vinicius Jr. of course. Ignacio, Slolina, Gustavo Bo, Frankie de Jong. He's had to back his boys, hasn't he? And there it is, the 100 of 100 Gerard Pique signature card. That's a very, very nice card. 100 of 100 rare. Okay, we'll have a little scan through his limited before going over to Sorare data. So we've got a Shun in there, a Thorgan Hazard, Dino Hotic again. But limited version, Yusuf Fofana, which he won. Alphonso Davies, Frankie de Jong, Yeremi Pino. Right, we'll go over to Sorare data and have a look at his key metrics, right? So total ETH earnings of 0.76 ETH. He's won a total of 45 rewards. That total in F valuation is 4.55. He's won a variety of, different rarities as well, right? So we've got a load of limiteds, a load of super rares as well. Kondogbia there, a couple of rares. Jaden O'Brien, David Alaba, probably the standout rare so far. Lars Stindl's a decent player when he's fit. So yeah, as you can see, he's won, the majority of his cards, in the limited form, quite a few rares, and then even a few super rares as well, to be fair. But I would say David Alaba is the pick of the bunch, and then the Kondogbia super rare is close behind, and then the Jada O'Brien as well. I'd say those are his top 3 rewards. And then as you can see at the top here, his valuation of his roster is 112.97 Ethereum, which equates to $327,893. There is a little twist to this one because Pique is actually an investor of Sorare, so it would kind of not look that great if he didn't back the product, I guess, So yeah, nonetheless, he has done, and yeah, he's got some nice wins, to be fair to him. So yeah, Pique's out of the way. Let's get into our second player. The second gallery we're going to have a little look at is German international and Chelsea FC player Timo Werner, as you can see here. He's actually got a profile picture this time with the Champions League in the background. Bit of a flex. Following 1,359 followers on Sorare. A nice little Hall of Fame here. He's got his Timo Werner signature card here, 11 of 100, which is very nice. He started the last game against Norwich. Yeah, not a bad card to have. A Joshua Kimmich rare, who played really well today, got a score of 88. Romelu Lukaku, he had to back his boy, Virgil van Dijk and Kai Havertz. And then inside his gallery, as you can see here, he's only got one super rare in Florian Fagerser. I've probably butchered that name, to be fair. £53 he spent on him 18 days ago. In terms of his rares, he's got a Sadiq, he's got a few Thomases going around. He's got a Marco Verratti rare, which is nice. Michael Cuisance, David Neres, Doniel Milan, not bad. Frankie de Jong, Ronald Araujo. We saw the Kai Havertz earlier. Pedro Hincapié, Kosunu, Justin Bilo. We saw the Van Dijk, Rudiger. Ryan Gravenberch, who had an absolute stormer yesterday, scored 100, and of course he was in my training team. Just a little side note there, I thought I had to add. Cody Gakpo rare, very nice little card. Curtis Jones, Julian Alvarez as a reward. Wait. Julian Alvarez as a referral reward. What? Are we serious? I know this was 8 months ago, right? So he was not worth as much as he is now. But Jesus, what a referral reward that is. Lukaku and then his Timo Werner player card. He does have 12 limiteds. He's got a Gavi, a Ronald Araujo, Ter Stegen, so he has got a bit of a Barca stack going on there. Yeah, and a Dembele as well to finish that off. In terms of his SO5 key metrics, he's won a total of 0.44 Ethereum. So that could be from thresholds / in the top 3, but we know he hasn't finished in the top 3 because there would be a little 1 instead of the 0 there, because that shows how many times you've podiumed in Sorare. In terms of his rewards, he's won a Olivier Giroud, which is very nice. He's won a Camilo Vargas, Thomas Lemar. He's won a Vitinho. He's won a Matt Ritz, and he's won a Gabbiadini. So yeah, he's won a few decent cards there. I would say the Vargas is the most expensive card, as he's a playing goalkeeper. But yeah, not a bad little haul. Current reward valuation is 1.69 ETH. And his latest roster valuation is 25.23 Ethereum, which is $65,411. So a decent little gallery for Timo Werner. He's got a few improvements to make, I would say, if he wants to really compete in SO5. Probably not listening to this, and I don't blame him. But yeah, if you want a little one-to-one Timo, I'm sure I can give up an hour or so of my time and yeah, coach you through it. I'm not sure how much I would charge, obviously, but yeah, just letting you know the offer's there. Let's move on to our third professional footballer. Next up is Ajax and Dutch international midfielder Davy Klassen's gallery. He's only recently joined Sorare, so I'll cut him a bit of slack. He hasn't even got his Hall of Fame ready yet. But as you can see here, DK2102 with the verified, so we know it's him. And here is his player card, which he received 2 days ago. 54 out of 100, so it's not a jersey mint edition. He clearly wasn't important enough to get one of them. But he's got a Jonathan Bamba super rare, a Brad Stuver, Alberto Moreno super rare, which is nice, Mateus de Ligt rare, Danny Garcia. He won him 3 days ago, which is very nice. Evalison, Marcus Thuram, I think scored today. Yeah, I think he scored today. Nice little dark green score there. Jordi Classy, Paul Anochu, David Roof, Stefan de Vrij, Edin Dzeko, Houssem Aouar, Max Cruz. I think he scored today as well. He did indeed. Alfred Gomez, Jonathan David, Pershers, Leandro, Milik, Mateus Nunes. We got a Jonas Svensson over here and a Castro Montes. And then a couple of limiteds in Frankie de Jong, David Alaba, Paulinho, Noni Madueke, and Jan Oblak. So a decent little gallery. You can see he's building his rares up alongside his limiteds as well, and obviously with the addition of two little supers as well. So you can see he's definitely building something for the future for sure. I mean, I'll cut him a bit of slack. He's only been on the platform 11 days, so that's not bad. In terms of 11 days, I know he probably has a decent bankroll to work with in terms of buying cards. There's probably not many cards out of his price point, but it all depends on how much obviously he wants to spend on here. But yeah, decent little gallery. In terms of his SO5 stats, I can't see there being many, to be honest, because he's only joined like 11 days ago, but he has won 2 cards. He's won a Danny Garcia rare card here for finishing 223rd in Champions Europe rare, and he's won a Dirk Proper for finishing 129th in the special weekly in game week 250. He hasn't won any ETH yet, so he hasn't won any thresholds, but 2 card wins in 1 game week is not bad at all. His gallery is roughly worth $21,900, which equates to 8.42 Ethereum. Not a bad gallery, to be fair, Davey. Again, you're probably not watching. If you want that 1-to-1, like I offered Timo, then yeah, the offer's definitely there for you, mate. Let's move on to player number 4. Okay, player number 4 is actually another Ajax and Dutch international in Mr. Daley Blind. As you can see here, Blind Daily 17 with the verified tick, 125 followers, and he does have a Hall of Fame, to be fair to him. He does have his player card in here, 44 of 100, number 17 he wears, so not a jersey mint. Matthijs de Ligt, Houssem Aouar rare, Martin van der Voort rare, and Seo Young Woo, who is my Korean prodigy right now. I do have one of him in my gallery. He is on complete flames, to be fair to him. So decent little pick in there from Daley Blind. And wow, he's made some moves over the last 10 hours. He's brought a Ferreira 0.3 ETH. Some decent little scores here. I think he's playing in Croatia right now. He also bought a King's Kangwa for £1,015. Had a bit of a stinker today though against Dynamo. Decent little card though, to be fair. He bought a Yari Visharan rare card who's been on some decent form recently. He's got a Philip Clone, a Yao Felix, a Frankie Ayama, who is a very nice card. I've recently picked up one myself. Seo Young Woo, Xavi Simons, Martin van der Voort, Clement Diop, Matthijs de Ligt, Asensio, Sven Botman, Houssem Aouar, Martin van der Voort again, but limited. Darwin, Tadic, Lodi, Frankie de Jong, and then there's the Daley Blind Player Edition card. So again, similar size gallery, I think, to Davy Klassen. A little bit more quality in here, I would say. It seems like he's picked some very good SO5 scores, to be fair. So yeah, over to Sorare data. In terms of his SO5 stats, he's earned the Ethereum threshold once, 0.02 ETH. But he hasn't won a card yet. So to be fair, Davy Klassen does have that on him. Klassen's 2 cards up over him, to be fair. So he's got the bragging rights in the dressing room. In terms of his gallery valuation, 11.18 ETH, which equates to $28,968, which is a little bit more, to be fair, than Davy Klassen's. Very, very nice gallery, to be fair to him. He's definitely on the right tracks in terms of, what players to buy and how players sort of score in SO5. So yeah, I can't fault him at all, to be honest. Very nice little start for Daley Blind. Let's get into our final pro footballer gallery. So we've reached the final gallery of the video, but I've saved the best to last in the form of France International and Atletico Madrid's Antoine Griezmann, who has an unbelievable gallery, to be completely honest. As you can see here in his Hall of Fame, he's gone heavy into the uniques and super rares. So as you can see, Pedri super rare, Jude Bellingham super rare, Mawani, Darwin uniques, which is just crazy. How much did he pay for this Darwin? He paid 28,000, 14.4 ETH, which actually sounds decent. Not that I have that sort of money to spend on a unique Darwin, but if I was Antoine Griezmann, I would be spending 28k on a Darwin unique. In terms of his cards, he hasn't gone into the limited market, as you can see here. Uniques, super rares, and rares. 20 uniques, as you can see here, starting off with Nicolas de la Cruz of River Plate, Darwin of Benfica, Golovin, very nice little player, Truffet, Muani, Giovanni Simeone, Claudio Bravo, unique, Christian Ramirez, Vidal, Mangala Sarr. In terms of his super rares, who have we got here? Roman 5. We've got Chua, who he won, which is very nice. Marco Canna, super rare. Florentino Luis, Utkin, Efren Alvarez, Brendan Aronson, Douglas Costa, who should be ripping up the MLS this season. Mike Mignoni obviously had to back his French goalkeeper. Malo Gusto, Iago Aspas, Luis Diaz, who scored today for Liverpool. That's a very nice card, that. Super rare. Enzo Lafie, Berisha, Veroni, Denzel Dumfries, Oliver Torres, Hugo Lloris, Rafael Guerrero, Rasmussen, Julian Brandt, the Jude Bellingham super rare. Wow. What a card that is, guys. Jesus. £35,000 is setting back. The 1 of 10. That is just a gorgeous card, I can't lie. The blue and the yellow kit is something that's it's really doing it for me, to be fair. The Pedri super rare is equally as amazing. The Alban Lafont super rare. Dembele, Koundé, and then obviously he's got his Griezmann 1 of 10 super rare. Carrasco, Busio, Santiago Simon super rare. He's got a couple of MLS boys here. Miles Robinson, Javier Hernandez, Rabiot, Sergio Santos, Ignacio Furuashi, the boy, Wendell, Marco Canna again, Mike Trezor, Curtis Jones, Terrell Masiala, Sakamoto, Seo Young Woo super rare. Wow, that's very, very nice. Thauvin, Vallejo, Ueda. And then in terms of his rares, he's got 37 of them. He's won a few referral rewards. I'd love to know who he's referred. Like, that's one thing we should be able to see. We should be able to see like who's referred who, because like it must be crazy to think that like Griezmann's referring his friends to play Sorare, and you know, he could have referred Mbappe for all we know. I think we know about it though, I guess, because Sorare would make a massive deal over that. He's got an Almada here, Lucas Hernandez, João Felix Champion Edition. And here is the prize possession, the 7 of 100, obviously number 7 as well, for France, the Griezmann Player Edition card. Wow, what a card that is. Yeah, that is unbelievable. It's like, for football players, like, why in the world would you ever want to sell one of these? You know, it's just, I think it'd be too sentimental. Depending on how much they, you know, value Sorare, I guess. But yeah, still crazy. Anthony Lopez here, Giorgio Chiellini, Zuba, Carlos Vela, Doniel Milan, Tapsoba, Boubacar Kamara. So he's got some really nice rares as well. And then going over to his SO5 stats, has won a total of 3.83 ETH. So definitely the most successful manager by far of the 5 that we've spoken about. His total rewards, current valuation is 11.72. Which is crazy, really, and his total rewards is 26. He's podiumed twice, as you can see here. Just having a look through them now. Loads of super rares, to be fair. He's won a Divine Wrench super rare, which is massive. He finished second in All-Star super rare at Kramaric, which is really nice. Chua, which is equally as nice. Berisha, Enzo Lafie, Oliver Torres, Everaldo, some really nice super rares here. Jimmy Maurer, Rasmussen. So I think he's won way more super rares than rares and limiteds. I know he doesn't play limiteds, I guess, but to win more super rares than rares is a whale problem for sure. I would say Wrench is definitely the best card here in terms of value and I guess potential. And then in terms of his roster valuation, 189 Ethereum, which equals to over $538,000. Yeah, I find that nuts, but yeah, he's got a very, very nice gallery. As you can see here, he's heavy into the supers and uniques. Not as much in terms of rares, but I guess he's playing those like D1, D2 competitions. You don't really need rares as much in those divisions. So crazy to think that, you know, Griezmann shares the same platform that we all love as well. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave it a thumbs up. And if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do. It does mean a lot to me. Yeah, good luck for the upcoming game week, or good luck for the current game week as well. And I shall see you guys in the next video.